interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Hunter, and I'm so honored to introduce to you this intriguing and majestic animal. And understanding more about them and their natural behaviors. We hope that this Orca Encounter helps you better understand these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted.
Truly are a natural wonder, and Makani here is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for taking a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It appears as if their eyes are located in that white patch, but that's just a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located just before the white patch, camouflage from flashing clay. The fin on top of the whale is called the dorsal fin. It helps stabilize them as they swim and regulates their body temperature. The flippers on either side of the whale are called the pectoral flippers and are mainly used for stopping and steering. The pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called the flukes. Now the tail flukes are the engine of the killer whale, propelling them up to speeds of 30 miles per hour, just as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Just like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They use pectoral flaps to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother might pec flap to get the attention of her calf. But when they really want to be heard, they breach. Fly hopping is used by killer whales to coordinate, get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Flaps are another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild, and right here at SeaWorld. The ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day, with the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
By pulling them right off the beach. Watch right here as our Kalia and Makani demonstrate a similar behavior and movement in front of all of you. And Arctic whales will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals right into the water. You can watch as our whales show you this wave-making technique around the perimeter of the pool, demonstrating one of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities that killer whales have developed around the world. Now, you all just saw these waves splashing in front of you, but you cannot imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have some brave volunteers who are ready to take on the 55-degree salt water. Let's give them a warm San Diego welcome, everyone. They're gonna need it. All right, you two, come on down. Sit right here on this little iceberg of yours and face that audience for me. Great job. Now, are you guys ready to get wet? You guys think that they're ready to get wet? Well, here comes our youngest whale, only 11 years old, gonna make a big wave. I'm just gonna move over for no reason. Great job, you guys. Let's give our volunteers one more round of applause. How brave. High five. Now, killer whales are found all throughout our global ocean, so it's no wonder that they eat all kinds of prey, including other whales. The blue whale you see on the screen behind me is the largest animal on planet Earth. It is about 5 times as long and 50 times as large as one of our killer whales. So how does a killer whale the size of Makani take on a whale that size? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orca surround a sperm whale, forming a
Their playful side in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast on the surface, breaking out of the water just briefly. You may see them in this one catching a ride in the wake of a boat or while surfing a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and rub their bellies on rocks when they can. Watch right here in our slide out as Kalia demonstrates similar behavior just like the whales in British Columbia. You may even see whales imitate each other in the wild. We see this here at SeaWorld all of the time. Our whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior has its purpose. A tail whip is used in hunting the sunfish. But today, these whales might just be spending our soapstone. trusting relationships, and provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. Our killer whales participate in their own healthcare and well-being every single day, right here at SeaWorld. We can ask our whales to present us with their body parts, which back to them like those flukes, who are able to draw blood and make sure that they're staying healthy. We can ask our whales to slide out on the scales. We can monitor their growth patterns and keep an accurate record of their weight, shown here in the video with Orkid. We can even collect a breath sample from their blowhole, all because of the trusting relationships we build here at SeaWorld day after day. Now I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to a very special whale. This here is the matriarch of our pod at 19 years old. This is Kalia! Kalia is the smallest whale, weighing only 5,000 pounds. However, she is the boss. That goes to show that it's a lot more about personality and attitude when it comes to being in charge than it is about size. Now, Kalia has inspired millions of people, just like you, to care for her wild counterparts. Things that you can do is take what you learned here today, educate others, and be curious about the ocean and its inhabitants. Because the change starts with you.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.